G'day guys and welcome to another Project Resto. I'm Chris and these are the rollers from my 1968 Scott On 45 that I'm restoring. They're finally apart and by George they were a workout to get apart. So stay tuned and I'll show you how I did it. Righto, so that is the roller, or one half of the roller pulled apart. It's really good to see that part come off in one piece without any cracks. That took, apologies for the noise, I got the door open today. That took about half an hour, about 30 minutes of just going really gently and carefully and patiently with the bar here and the hammer. Gentle taps all the way around. I have been topping this up around that lip for the last week and a half, 2 weeks now, since I got the rollers off. So it's not a case of just hitting it and going, for the first time at it. It had been soaking in this for quite a while, and what I was doing is I'd go in a couple of times a day to the garage, spray it with that inox, let it soak in, and I'd check in a couple of hours. If it had soaked in, I added some more and just kept topping it up. Started as well just by scraping around the edge. This is just a broken screwdriver, but just scraping around the edge, trying to break off that surface corrosion. But really nice to see this come up really clean, no cracks, in really good condition. So I'm hoping the other half comes off as easily, but the inside of this is full of grease and grime and crap. So I'm going to get this into some degreaser over the next day or so just to clean it up before I go into the rust removal process. While that's been happening, I've had in this bucket here the other half of the roller. So that's the right hand side, that's the motor side, and on the 14-inch the right side has a weight in it. So the right side of the roller, the rear roller, has a weight in it. I guess that's to do with balancing the machine, but that proves really difficult to effectively get this off, because that weight is in the way of a couple of those holes at the bottom, which means you've got to reposition the weight each time you go and tap it out. Now, I've seen, that's been my experience of it anyway. I'm not sure if there's a trick around how to do that another way, but that's what I found. So it's been sitting in some vinegar. It's just general white vinegar, white cleaning vinegar there. Nothing else added, no salt, no bicarb soda, just general white vinegar to try and get some of that rust broken off around that seal. It's had the same treatment with the inox every couple of days or a couple of times a day. But I'm not going to leave it in that vinegar for too long. I'm going to check it at half an hour. Check it at an hour and see how it's going. Once that vinegar eats through the rust, it's going to eat straight into the cast iron, so you want to be really careful with that. Take your time and then be patient. This is not something you want to be rushing. If you crack it, it's kaput, so you got to look after it. Alright, so you can see this is the right hand side, the right hand roller. And what you'll see inside, and I've left this in here because this just came out after about, it was a good, I reckon another good probably 45 minutes trying to get this out. But anyway, so in here is a weight. Now this weight is made this shape so that it fits in and out of the roller really easily. But it also means it's really quite difficult, because what I had to do was to get this out, because what I had to do was line the holes on this up with the holes in the side of the roller, so that when it went through, when the rod went through, this went through the hole, and then that lined up with one of the spokes on the wheel and then knocked it out. And then you have to move this around and around and around as you go. So essentially that's why it takes so long. So this was sitting in the vinegar for about an hour, and it helped, or at least I found that in my experience anyway. It helped just break off the bond in that lip between the side of the wagon wheel here and the side of the roller. So that's that part. Yeah, that's really quite a heavy part. So what I'm going to do next is get this into some degreaser, like I did with the other one. Sit it in there for a day or so, and then we'll get into some rust removal.